All right. You want to talk about Fallout 76?
So, I mean, I know very little about it, but
Me too.
we're looking at the new Fallout from Bethesda, and it appears that there is a heavy multiplayer focus. Yeah. Oh, this is coming out in November. All right. Give me 1 second here. Doop-a-doop-a-doo. So yeah, that's coming out November 2018, and it is online. It is entirely online. I thought so. I wanted to make sure I had that right before I said that, which kind of immediately takes me out of interest for it.
Oh, all right. Let's not talk about it.
I don't want to. I like Fallout, but I just don't have an interest in playing anything in a persistent online world. Bethesda's games have always been kind of championed as the last place you can go for an extraordinarily deep single player experience. Skyrim, Fallout 4, Fallout 3, Fallout New Vegas. Everyone loves those games. When Skyrim came out and, was re-released 8 billion times, everyone gave it, such praise in a time where all of these current games, had massive multiplayer modes that, were supposed to be a huge draw, or, didn't have single player modes at all, or they were, a small part of it. And to see something like Fallout become so focused on multiplayer is, I don't know, it's kind of a real bummer.
Well, I mean, the premise of Fallout is great, obviously. That's why it's been a successful series. And I would probably say this to people that are upset about this not staying single players. I can't picture them not having a Fallout 5 in development eventually. According to this PC Gamer article, Fallout 76 is based on plans for Fallout 4 multiplayer that they said, okay, we're going to scratch it and, now we'll try it. So,
it's different. They say that it's, the map is huge and, they say dozens. So let's say, 36 people total per map.
36, okay.
I mean, let's just assume, dozens, let's say 3 dozen.
Okay.
And that's the world you're playing in. I just don't like the idea of it being tied to a server like that, a persistent online world. And you don't lose your progress if you die, but I don't want to have to constantly deal with other people on there. So it's not, it's not entirely a PvP sort of game, but it can be.
I'm guessing you can take on different classes?
Well, yeah, I mean, it's a Fallout.
But I mean, so if I can, so you don't have to go out hunting other players necessarily. You can just sort of relax and do your own thing.
Yeah, but if they want to come hunt you, there's
nothing you can do to stop
There's nothing you can do.
Okay. And that's where you can be like, okay, I can't really enjoy it at my own pace then.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Let's see. Fallout 76 aims to stop people from being jerks. Think of PvP more like issuing a challenge to somebody. Okay, well, there you go. You don't have to necessarily fight someone. When you see a person, this is from a GameSpot article, when you see a person in the world, they're a real person, and now you have to figure out what role they play. Maybe they're just being super helpful. Maybe they're wandering the world as a trader and just trading with people. Maybe they're being a bad guy and they're part of a raider group. We allow for that sort of tension, but with systems in place to keep it from being abusive. So you can't be harassed by somebody who just keeps chasing you around the world and keeps killing you over and over again. The game literally doesn't allow that to happen to you.
Okay.
I guess we'll have to see what they put in place there. Death isn't supposed to be a super negative thing. You don't lose your progression and you don't lose all your stuff. Somebody can't kill you and then take everything in your inventory. Then you have to start over. Huh. All right. Does that make it more appealing at least a little bit?
I mean, I need to know. The death not wiping out your inventory thing was. I saw that. I need to know how they're going to implement these measures that would stop someone from doing that. Because in the article I'm reading, it says that will feature a base building system that looks similar to Fallout 4 settlement construction features and Sentry defense system those bases, as shown in gameplay footage, can be attacked and destroyed by enemies. And I would have to see how that's totally going to play out. I have no clue. It seems like that would be tricky to balance.
The beta is going to be available only for those that pre-order, by the way, which to me is strange, but okay. That's what they're going with. I don't know if that'll bite them in the ass or not. If that's to be a turn off to people.
What's that?
You can only get the beta if you pre-order.
Oh.
So you're locked in. I guess you always cancel your pre-order, but you have to at least give someone your credit card in order to play the beta.
Sure.
To see if you want to play the real game once it comes out. It's the opposite of shareware.
Yeah.
It's pre-buyware is what it is. Is that a thing? I saw someone selling a bunch of shareware discs on eBay a few days ago. I found them. I'm like, that's technically illegal. I thought you can't sell shareware discs. It said you cannot sell this. You cannot resell this. Anyway, all right. So, okay. So we got more about this than I thought. You gonna get your Pip-Boy?
No.
We can get you sponsored and not tell people and just yell at journalists that have a problem with it. That'd be great.